Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 16th of July. It's about 11:45. So we've just left Corpach, that is Fort William in the background. We're going to Kerrera, which is opposite Oban. It was supposed to be a tiny bit of wind on my nose, but when I left the marina there was 18 knots of wind, but it's changed direction a little bit, so not on my nose. So got our genoa out. I'm not going to put the main out because sometimes it's gusting and it funnels down the mountains and you get knocked over, so so I'm just going to play it safe today. And there's another yacht coming down and he's just got his genoa out as well. So yeah, left the marina. I couldn't video it, it was all a bit hairy, blowing about 18 knots of wind. So I had to ask Brian, who's the manager at the marina, to come and help me, because I was in a bit of a tight corner trying to get her through the wind. So yeah, he did a magnificent job and turned me around and saw me off. So yep, next stop Kerrera. 3 miles in and I spoke too soon. It must be the effect of the mountains and funneling down or something, I don't know. But anyway, it's right on the nose now. But the wind strength has gone down. It's only 14 knots. Still quite a lot. So that is slowing us down a little bit. And yeah, so the sail rolled in, and my friend, the German yacht, is ahead of me, and he was whizzing along like I was, both with our genoas up, but he's taken his in now as well, so can't really see him really, but he's ahead. Don't know if he's going to the same place as me. Well, it's just gone 1 o'clock and we're on our way to Kerrera. Just about to go through the Crinan Narrows. We're not quite at the right time really, but the manager, Brian, said it'd be fine to go through. The wind's now exactly what it should have been, just a very slight and on the nose, which it is. So no one's sailing at the moment, that makes me feel better. Yep, just about to negotiate the ferry. So last time he just told me just to carry on going and he'd work his way around me. So hopefully the same thing applies, but otherwise I'll call him up. What else? Oh yep, it's so we've got some settled weather now, so which is why I've just kept on going really. So I had a good night's sleep last night because I was absolutely pooped after yesterday, and then going to Kerrera now. I'll probably get there about 5 o'clock, and then I'm going to have a very early morning tomorrow. Probably set off about 4 o'clock in the morning because I've got to get it's not actually the Corpach that I go through, but it's on that sort of in that area, so it's important that I get the tide right tomorrow. So I've got a really early start, but that gets me down to Crinan at the time when they start. Just keeping an eye on this ferry. It just started moving. It gets me at the time when they actually start doing the locks, 8:30. So I phoned the Crinan pilots and they don't have anything available. And then there's a man who is a private pilot, and amazingly he's got availability tomorrow. Sounds really lovely, and his name's Jo, and I think he's retired. Yeah, I think he's retired, but he sounds really lovely. So I've booked myself into the canal, and then I've got to go. I'm going to go straight into the lock, the first one, the sea lock, and tether myself to a ladder and climb up and attach my ropes. So it's a bit like a stone haven all over again. But that's it. I've done. I can do that. I can moor up to a harbour wall. So that's okay. So yeah, all set for tomorrow. So it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a really long day. And then if he's retired, he might need me to do the lock gates. I was thinking that I'd employ a young lad. It's going to be an old lad. But I don't mind. But he thinks that we should be able to get through in a day. But a lot of people have not been getting through in one day. But he's fingers crossed, and I'll be there first thing. So hopefully we get through in a day. So yeah, all go. It's all go. Didn't need to call him up, and he has worked his way around us. Very, very kind of him. Thank you, Corran Ferry. We've just arrived in Kerrera. I couldn't really video it because it was all a bit hairy. The wind just got up, and you always think you're going to get a bit of protection, and you never do. It just whistles down, it just funnels down and just hits you. So and it was really gusting. So instead of trying to get onto deep into B pontoon, where there was one little tiny space, which is mine because that's all they've got, I've gone onto the fuel berth. And they did say I could go onto the fuel berth initially if I couldn't find my spot. So as I'm out at 4 o'clock in the morning, I don't think there's anybody going to fuel up between now and 4, she says. Be somebody along in a minute. No, they won't. The office is closed. So yeah, we're in Kerrera, and just off to the bar because I've got to pay, and obviously it'll be rude not to have maybe a cheeky Guinness and blackcurrant. Is the lights of Oban over there, so it's not as light as I thought it was going to be, but that is to be expected because it's getting darker now in the mornings. So yep, we're off to the Crinan today. The wind is blowing 3 to 4 in the wrong direction, and we've got to get through the Corrivreckons. So the tide is about right, but it's going to be wind over tide, so just got to be prepared really. So yeah, let's see how we go. Not going through the whirlpools, thank goodness. So it's not too bad, fairly flat, but you can definitely, you can't really see it on the video, but you can definitely, from where I'm standing, see all the eddies and the to the tide. We've gone up to about 7.5 knots. So that's what it looks like. Not too bad. I think there's more of a problem with fishing pots because there's quite a lot of them out here, and they're sort of being pulled a little bit under the tide. So yeah, more of a danger to us than anything else. Here we are in sea lock number 15, and there's 3 of us in here. It was all a bit manic coming in. I was the very last person to rock up, and the very first boat to go in, so very cheeky. It's like whitewater rafting. Well, things have calmed down a little bit, and we are almost at the top of the sea lock. And we're going to turn left and go into the next lock over there. Lock number 14, and this time it's a little bit more gentle than the last one. Yeah, it was white water rafting. We're in the Crinan Canal, but it does very much feel like we're in a ditch. But it is very beautiful beach, very beautiful ditch, and for my sins, I seem to be leading the way. That's it, we're in lock number 13, and we've just missed him. The lovely Jo, who's an octogenarian Irishman, has just put me through the paces. And showed me exactly how he wants me to do the ropes. And bloody hell, I think we've been ropes are like far too long for the way he wants to do it, but hey ho. That's Jo. So I think we're in lock number 12, and yeah, Jo's been whipping me into shape, and we've got a bit of a slick operation going on now. I'm not getting the brunt of it. Well, we've started going down now, so it's pretty good. So far, so good. So we've done 11 locks, and we've got 4 to go. So we've got about, there's a bridge which will hopefully be open unless the man at the bridge is mowing his lawn, in which case I'll have to wait. And then the next lock is about, the next set of locks is about in half an hour's time. So, but I've lost my lock buddy. He stopped off at the last lock, and sometimes, even though I come down as a pair, they won't open the locks for a single yacht. So we'll see. Crinan, and Jo's just left, so he's been absolutely brilliant. He's worked his socks off, so absolutely fantastic. So he wanted me to come on onto this side of the pontoon, so I'll be blown off in the morning. But just over there, it was really shallow. And yeah, I hit the old mud and had to power myself through, but yeah, we're through and we're on. So just about to get all my lines properly sorted. Thursday, 18th of July. Happy birthday, Chris. I haven't put the engine on yet. I'm not going outside because I don't want to get my camera wet. We come out the Crinan Canal yesterday. Come out last night, and I could have gone down to Tarbert, which was the better place to go because this is just a pontoon outside the canal, but I was just absolutely exhausted and the wind was getting up. So I'm going to make my way down to Tarbert. It's less than 10 miles down the Loch Fyne, and I'm going early. I'll go it'll be against the tide anyway, but there's not too much tide. But after 8 o'clock the wind's going to get back up again, and it'll be on the nose. So I'm going to go earlier rather than later, just to avoid the worst of the wind. So it's a force 3 on the nose at the moment, but by 8 o'clock it would be a 4-5. So we're off. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Oh, you have a lovely day. And next time I see you, it'll be on my birthday. Hooray! I'll eat this little French fancy for you, Chris. Have a lovely day. Bye. That's it, we've made it into Tarbert. I've got to be quiet because it's still fairly early. Everybody's still in bed. But it's very pretty. It's raining. That's the view. Managed to there was only one spot available on the visitors pontoon, and I was really lucky to get it, so I had to reverse in. Well, I like reversing in, but yeah, managed all right. Flo just put herself in basically. So I've just been told where there's a lovely lady next door on that one, and they're friends with the people on this one, and they're all going into the Crinan today. So they're going to be leaving about 10 o'clock. So just been told where there's a lovely coffee shop, and apparently the showers are the best around here. So yeah, looking forward to a nice cup of coffee and some breakfast, and then a nice shower. The 20th of July, and we're just saying goodbye to Tarbert. Next stop, Campbeltown. So it's about 32 miles, so it should take about 6 hours. It's 9 o'clock now, so due in about 3 o'clock. We might have to raft. There's a little bit of wind out there that's going to be against us, I'm afraid. But that's okay. Not too much. Really lovely Tarbert was. And really lovely couple next door to me, Simon and Helen. They were just lovely. Well, we're just going to start going into the lock that goes to Campbeltown, but there's not much to see really, and it's pouring half with rain, so it's yeah, it's a bit bleak. Into Campbeltown. So it's still pouring hard, not very nice at all. It's all gone a bit manic. There's 4 of us all coming in at the same time. I'm the last one in. He's going to tuck me up on a finger pontoon. So I'm just following a Dutch yacht in. There's 2 more in front of him, so hopefully he'll be free to help me with my lines. That's it, we've made it in. It's still absolutely pouring hard. Campbeltown looks okay, so I've got a little finger berth because we're staying here till Tuesday. And then, yeah, this is the last place that will be in Scotland. Next stop, Northern Ireland. I'll just show you Campbeltown. Rain or no rain. And this is my little slow cooker, bobbling away with my Lancashire hot pot.